And now we're back reviewing the acts from Eurovision's Greatest Hits, and we look at the not-so-grand return of Dana International and her 2011 entry, Ding Dong. Now, the Israeli transgender singer is very unlikely to sing this at Greatest Hits. We're guessing it's going to be purged from history, but we're going to review it anyways and share our thoughts.
I love Ding Dong. I thought it was absolutely hysterical at the time. Like, I think the innuendo inherent in it is kind of hysterical, but also, like, the message is really fun. And I loved it at the second time. Like, 2011 was the first year I'd even watched the semi-finals. And there was such, like, a disco-y drama to it when, like, the lights went down and it was all dazzling and she, like, strolled up. And then she actually used the catwalk, which, apart from Denmark, nobody else used. And I think was such a wasted opportunity on the Dusseldorf stage that nobody else used it. And I just think it was really fun. And she actually made Hebrew work because I think it's not the most aesthetically appealing language, especially if you're not a native speaker. Like, it doesn't sound particularly nice. But Donna actually made it sound quite nice and, like, put it across in a way that was appealing. And I was sad she didn't qualify. I quite enjoyed it. People say it's lazy. I don't think it's lazy. I think it was fun. It was aspirational. It was inspiring. And I love it.
I have to say, it's awful. It's dated. It's... she should be ashamed coming back with a song like this. It's like one of the worst song from 2011 by far. Like, also the catwalk thing, yeah, they used it, but it just was like, yeah, what could we do with the performance? Well, you can walk the catwalk. And like it's so, why to come back with this kind of song? Like, she had some, like, she changed the contest a lot when she won, and then like everyone thinks like, oh my god, the International is amazing. But then she came back with a song like this, and everyone's like, yeah, isn't it that the girl who came back with most awful song ever? So she shouldn't have come with this song.
Yeah, I don't think she put that much effort into it at all. The stage show was lacking. It was nearly as if she just decided, oh, I'll just get John Paul Gaultier to design me a dress, and that's all that matters. And then her dress looked like a basket that had come out of a shredder. And then she has her backing singers, and her backing singers are wailing. And then it's nearly as if she's like, oh my god, I just have to ditch them. And then she just goes and struts off down the catwalk, leaving all her backing singers standing there, like, doing nothing, while she's going on ding dong, and it just doesn't work.
It does work. Of course she leaves the backing singers behind because she's a diva. That's what divas do. They leave the backing singers behind. They make the focus all about them. And I love the egotisticalness of it. She's just like, actually, I don't need backing singers. I'm a terrible singer, but you can all focus on me and look at me as I strut and look fabulous. She's just like, look at me. And it's all about her. And I love that intensity and diviness. Like, there's so little attitude at Eurovision now because I think Dana comes from a time where, like, you didn't need to be afraid to dominate the stage. Be like, actually, you know what? I am really into myself. I think I'm great. And nowadays, we're all afraid. Like, your Sanna Nielsen, Drew Lorenzo's, even Conchita. Like, Conchita's nice and lovely, but you couldn't imagine being like, actually, I hate you all. Listen to me. Look at me. Pay attention, bitches. Conchita's too, like, nice and polite for that. Dana was just kind of like, fuck you all. Look at all the fucks I give as I strut down this catwalk with a song that's disco and has a terrible innuendo and isn't half as good as Diva. But I'm going to make it work. And she was kind of, against like all the younger dancing numbers like Emmy from Armenia or Get a Johnny from Estonia, she was showing the bitches how it's done. And it may not have come up that well to people, but I really love it and so enjoy it. It's one of my favourite songs from 2011, actually. I do have to say.
She basically showed them how not to do it.
Yeah, I think it's like, feels like she's like, yeah, I can go to Eurovision with any song and make it to final and do well. And like, Europe like, no, you can't. We don't like the song. We don't like you anymore. And like, well, I would be really surprised if she would sing the song in the greatest hits. So I would laugh my head off if she would be like, yes, ding dong, what everyone loves, but they didn't make it final. Oh my god! Like, yeah, I just don't know why she ever came back.
It's all about Diva, I think, for the greatest hits, and like, it's sad that she kind of nearly sullied her Eurovision record in a way. I know somebody got offended because in my comment in the jury review I said ding dong, the diva is dead, which was a Wizard of Oz reference, not that poor Dan had died. But like, it does take away some of the glory of Diva, that it was so fabulous, because there's other people like Pirelli and Niamh Kavanagh who've come back and they haven't done so well, but at least they came back with enough bombast that they were able to make it into the
Niamh
final.
Kavanagh did not have bombast. She got to the
She had
final,
a big
but don't give her
giant.
that much credit.
She had a big plinth and a big giant wind machine. Yes, she did.
She had a big giant dress. That's what Homegirl had on.
Yeah,
But
more than Mrs. International with her shredded bastard.
Donna doesn't need a big dress. She's got a svelte, lovely, ladylike figure. She can show off her like tiny figure. She's not like Niamh in that awful purple like tent.
But like nobody thinks about Charlotte or Niamh, like they came to Eurovision after they win and ruined their career. But like Dana International, does she even have career after 2011?
She's still a big star in Israel. She judges on their version of X Factor, and we remember her. This is the thing. She may have crashed out in the semi, but she did it in style, and that's what matters. All these winners come back. I mean, Charlotte didn't make it out of Melfest. She didn't even get to Eurovision when she launched The Girl, and Hero only got in because the juries picked her. So I'm just saying, like, we remember Dana because of this.
No, we remember Dana because of Diva. And we remember Dana in bad way because of Ding Dong. Like, I don't really think any Eurovision fan anymore thinks like, oh my god, Dana International is so amazing because she came back with Ding Dong next to English making.
Minority of one. Long live Ding Dong.
Well, it kind of looks like a foregone conclusion of what score Angus is going to give it, but I'm going to ask anyways, and let's see.
10! Because it's great, I love it, I love the energy, I love the fact it's such like a bad taste song to like, I really engage in that, and I just love the drama of it, the dance, like Supermodel, like it's very like Supermodel, you better work, Supermodel of the world. She was fabulous, she should have qualified. It's still a crime to this day she wasn't at the final in Dusseldorf.
I'm so happy that it didn't make it to final. I knew it from the start that it didn't make it to final. Oh, it wouldn't make it to final. But in the jury, I seem to give it 2 out of 10. Like, maybe it's just because Dana is like I still love Diva and like Dana seems to be amazing, but like she shouldn't have ruined her career with coming like this song.
I'm going to give it a 4. It's just ding dong no.